Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope taking all the safety measures and staying safe at home and listening to your elders. Good, be good. Yeah, I know you're all missing the school also. Even we too are missing you a lot. And especially all those interesting activities. What you used to do it in the school, chatting with the friends in the corridor, in the school bus, in the classroom, whenever you used to get the chance. And then fighting for the window seat in the school bus. And the most eagerly waited moment was when the bear used to go for the lunch break. Everyone used to run out to be the first in the line to get the canteen food. Yeah, so much of fun, no children? I know and I can understand. But don't worry, beta. It's just a short break. Soon we'll be all back and we'll enjoy all the activities as we used to do it earlier. But do take the safety measures during this pandemic period. Now, this COVID period is not going to last for long. So, I want you all to keep practicing reading and writing, because when you come back to the school, you'll be evaluated on the basis of your performance. And if you don't practice, you'll have a hard time, which I don't want. Okay? So please be on your toes. Now you'll be getting some work every day. Watch them carefully, all the videos, and practice them well. We all the teachers are here to help you out. I'm Miss Melinda and I'll be taking your English literature classes. I hope you will all enjoy with me. So now let's start with today's story.
Children, I'm not going to tell you the name of the lesson right now. You know the meaning of myth and mythology? Okay, let me tell you. Myth means a traditional story concerning the early human history of people or explaining a natural or social fact, and in which often the forces of nature and of the soul are personified. We believe or assume that they are there, but we haven't seen them, like the god and the goddesses or the monsters with extraordinary and supernatural powers. And mythology is a collection of myths. There are many mythologies in the world, children. The Norse, the Roman mythology, the Egyptian mythology, the Japanese mythology, the Chinese mythology, and of course the Hindu mythology. You must have heard the stories of Lord Ram, King Ravan, Hanuman, Lord Hiranyakashyap, Eklavya, etc. All these stories are from Hindu mythology. Don't go deep into it, it's just for your knowledge that there are many mythologies in the world. Now, the story which I am going to take it today is from the Greek mythology. Last year, you had stories from Greek mythology. Do you remember the Pandora's box? And like we have many god and goddesses, in the Greek mythology also there are many god and goddesses. Like Zeus, Hermes, Hera, Athena, Poseidon, Aphrodite, and there are many more. Okay, now here we go with the story. Just watch. So did you get what is the name of the story? The name is The Snakehead Medusa, and it talks about beauty and pride. She was the only mortal out of the 3 Gorgon sisters born to Phorkys and Ceto, 2 gods of primordial sea gods. And what is the meaning of Gorgons? Vicious female monsters. Vicious means violent, destructive, cruel, or aggressive. So she was a violent, destructive, cruel female monster. She was not born ugly, but possessed great beauty. Then what gave her ugly looks? Let's find out. Okay, you must be knowing many people, and out of them, some may be your favorite, and you may love them very much. They may be your parents, your friends, your cousins, anyone. What makes us like a person are the inner qualities. Isn't that true, children? Like humbleness, truthfulness, diligence, sincerity, purity of heart, caring, loving, etc., etc. And there may be a long list. It's not because of the good looks that we love anyone. Isn't that true? Do you all see the physical features and then make a friend? You look for the green eyes or the sharp nose? Of course not. I don't. You all don't do that. We all love people who are good by heart, who are loving and caring. Children, there are people who may have pride for their wealth, good looks, or for the talent they possess, which is actually a gift from the Lord. Let's be thankful for what we have and not be punished like this beautiful maiden named Medusa for her pride and impertinence. Impertinence means the quality of being arrogant or ill-mannered, and maiden is unmarried young girl. We call them maid. We call them maiden. Pride for anything is not good, children. One should not have it, possess it. It will surely bring you down one day. There's a proverb that says, pride comes before a fall. So let's read the story and find out what happens to this girl. A long time ago, in the city of Athens in Greece, there lived a beautiful maiden named Medusa. She was the prettiest one in the land of many pretty girls. Unfortunately, Medusa was very proud of her beauty and could not stop talking about it. As time passed, her bragging became unbearable and people began to avoid her. Now, this story took place in the country named Greece, and the city was Athens. And this beautiful girl lived there, who? Medusa. But this girl has one bad habit of bragging. Bragging means to talk with excessive pride. And what she used to talk all the time? She used to talk about her beauty. And the people around her talk became unbearable. If anyone talks about the same thing and about themselves, nobody likes it, children. So the same thing happened with her. Although she was beautiful, but nobody liked her. They just avoided her. They ran as they saw her. And what do you think, children? Do people only brag about physical beauty, like here this girl is doing? Or people brag about something else also? Do they brag about something else also? Think and tell me. What do you have? What is your opinion? Yes. People do brag about not only about their physical features, but also about the materialistic things they have, like their wealth, property, vehicles, jewelry, house, or about their talent. So bragging is not good. If you have it, something good, just enjoy. It's a gift to you. That's all. So remember that. Now let's move on to the next paragraph. Medusa would brag about how her skin was more beautiful than freshly fallen snow, or how her hair glowed brighter than the sun, or how her eyes were greener than the sea, or how her lips would put the reddest rose in the royal garden to shame. Everyone was truly fed up of Medusa and her obsession with the beauty. Now, obsession here means think of one thing all the time. That means this girl was thinking all the time about her beauty here. You know, something that keeps going in your mind. That one thing, that is obsession. That same thought keeps going or dwelling in your mind. Now, this girl would compare her skin with the freshly fallen snow, and she used to admire all the time and talk about her beauty. Okay, and then she used to tell people that her hair shines brighter than the sun, and her red lips are so red that they would put even the reddest rose in the royal garden to shame. So this girl could not stop bragging about her beauty. So today we are going to read till here, but there are, some interesting things, children, given in these two paragraphs related to language, which I would like to share with you. Just look, there are two words given here, unfortunately and unbearable. Now, you must have studied last year suffix and prefix. Even if you don't know, I'll tell you. Prefix is a letter or group of letters added at the beginning of the word to form a new word. And what is suffix? Suffix is a letter or group of letters added at the end of the word to get the new word. Like I'll share the example here, unfortunately and unbearable. Now here the base word is fortunate. If you add a prefix unto it, it becomes unfortunate. And to the word fortunate, if you add ly, that is what? Ly is a suffix. So it becomes fortunately. So this word has both prefix and suffix both. So got it? Nice thing, no? Interesting one. Okay, then there is one more thing. I'll just share, like, more beautiful, brighter, greener, reddest, and prettiest, pretty. Now, what are all these? These are all adjectives. These are all adjectives, and they are used in the different degrees of comparison. Remember 3 degrees of comparison? Adjective 3 degrees of comparison. Which are those? Forgot? Okay, I'll tell you. Positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Positive talks about only one person or thing. Comparative means obvious comparison between two. You cannot compare between one. So comparison is always between two. So that is comparative. And superlative, it is a comparison between more than two. Got it? So I'll go in short. I'll not go in detail with that. You'll study all these things in the grammar part also. But let's have a recap of what we did today. So we read a story from a Greek mythology that talks about beauty and pride. And this story is about the young and beautiful maiden named Medusa, who was the only mortal out of the 3 Gorgon sisters in the Greek mythology. Medusa was obsessed with her beauty and bragged about it. Everyone was fed up of her bragging habit and they started avoiding her. Then we also studied about prefix and suffix. I have given you a short exercise which I know you'll surely enjoy. Just do it. And then we also did adjective degrees of comparison. Okay. So that's all for today. We'll be continuing it. We'll be continuing the same lesson in the next class. Thank you for listening patiently. Have a great day.